What's going on, everybody? Jericho Green here. My first video. Let's see what happens. I just got done listening to a radio show, and they had Max Kellerman from ESPN on there talking about it's always been the case that the NFL is trying to turn black quarterbacks into receivers or defensive backs or something like that. Like, this is what the NFL always does. You can ask Warren Moon. They have forever been trying to make black quarterbacks play another position. Now, Doug Williams, Donovan McNabb, Michael Vick might have something to say about that. But anyway, that whole victim mentality, that whole victimhood mentality really gets me upset, because what you're saying is I'm not responsible for my actions or the outcome of choices in my life. It's because of somebody else. You know, I didn't get that job. It's because of a white man, not because I wasn't prepared, not because I wasn't qualified enough, because of the white man. You know, I get arrested. Side note, never been arrested in my life. It is possible, kids. You get arrested. Well, man, it wasn't your fault. You were just out in the daylight being black. We all know that's against the law, right? It's not my fault. I didn't do something wrong. I didn't have drugs or guns in the car. I wasn't where I wasn't supposed to be, or I didn't fit the description. It's just a white man. You know, they're out to get me. These cops sit here in their patrol cars, twiddling their thumbs, waiting for a black dude to walk by. They're like, yeah, all right, we're going to get this dude. You know, the whole victimhood mentality, it takes away responsibility. You know, if something goes wrong in my life, that's my choice. That's my bad. I did that. And I will shoulder that responsibility, and I will take the consequences. Because on the other hand, when things go right in my life, something good happens, again, I want the credit. I did that. That was my decision, not somebody else's. The whole victimhood mentality, you're giving somebody else control over your life. You're saying that somebody else makes things happen in your world. How is that good for you? How does that make you look? How does that make you feel? Somebody else is controlling the outcome of your life? Somebody else is making you make these bad decisions? That's you. You did that, good or bad. That's you. That's on your back. That's on your shoulders. There's no white dude out there sitting in a conference room in a three-piece suit, smoking a cigar, laughing maniacally every time we fail. That's our fault. The NFL has made more black millionaires than any other company in the history of Earth. ERRF, Earth. No other company has put out that many black millionaires. So how are they racist now? I don't understand where this whole narrative came from. I don't understand why people are eating it up like it's the best thing they've ever had in their life. The victimhood mentality says that somebody else controls what happens in your life. That's ridiculous. Like, what are you talking about? How does that even make sense? Somebody else is controlling the outcome in your universe. That's stupid. Racism is not a major issue in America. Are there racist people? Hell yeah, there's 325 million of us. There's going to be some dum-dums out there. 7% of adults, yes, adults, believe that chocolate milk comes from brown cows. Does that mean we're all that stupid? Hell no. Chocolate milk comes from chocolate. But to sit here and say that racism is doing this to you or racism is doing that to you is a goddamn lie. Racism is not a major problem in America. And what I don't understand is, if it is, then how does some dude come from a dirt floor hut shitting in a hole to America, and 3 years later this dude is owning a business and sending his kids to Stanford? We've been here since 1619, and you know the rest of that story. So racism is not an issue in this country. It exists. It's not an issue. The Klan is not what it once was. They're not marching 100,000 strong down Pennsylvania Avenue like they did in the early 1900s. They're a bunch of unorganized, toothless sister fuckers with not a lot of money because they've been sued into oblivion. If you want something in this country, go get it. There's not another country around the world going, damn, sick of all these damn Americans coming here. Because we don't. We got it good. We're in the best place on earth. If you come here, work hard, you'll get it. Americans envy people like that who come here from bad situations and become great in this country and do great things and raise their families. We support that. We love it. We cheer it. We applaud it. But don't sit here and tell me that racism has such a stranglehold in this country that people of color, that's another thing. People of color That's colored people switched around. That's so stupid. Terms like that are so stupid. People of color. You don't need to tiptoe around black people. We're not mentally handicapped children, all right? You don't need to treat us differently. You don't need to treat us with kid gloves, handle us with kid gloves because you think we mentally cannot handle it. That's stupid. I don't like the double standard. Don't lower no standards for me. Don't hold my hand. Get away from me. Don't fucking touch me and let me do my thing. I'll handle it. If I fail, that's on me. You had nothing to do with it. I don't know what you feel guilty about that you're making that other people aren't. Maybe you're a black kid who's doing well for themselves, you're in college, or your parents did well for themselves, and you feel like you missed out on this quote-unquote black experience. But I'll do my own thing. I'll handle my own business. I don't need your damn help. Don't be telling me that the reason I can't get ahead is because of some invisible force that's controlling things. I'm the only thing that controls stuff in my life. Max Kellerman, you're a piece of shit, and every time you open your mouth and try to blame things on something else, some other entity, you're taking people's personal responsibility away. I mean, are there situations in the world where somebody looks at the resume and says, this is a black person, I'm not going to hire them? Yeah, the free market will weed them out. And you can't do anything about what people think or what they feel. If they're in a position of authority or power and they do what they do, that's what it is. Most people aren't like that. Some people are. Hey, move on. If you can prove it, do that. You know, they'll face the consequences of their actions. But for the most part, people are just trying to do their own thing and make their way in the world. And there ain't no damn person out there controlling it, putting you in jail, profiling you. That's a bunch of bullshit. Police only mess with you when you do something wrong. I live in a pretty good neighborhood. When the police roll by, you know what they do to me? They wave. You know what I do? I wave back. I'm not afraid of the police. I know they're not out to get me. Anytime I ever had a run-in with the police, I did something. I earned it. And you know what? I've never had a problem with a cop. I've never felt that police were being racist against me. They pulled me over or whatever because I was driving while black. Anything while black is the stupidest shit I ever heard in my life. All right? So don't believe in this victimhood nonsense. You are in control. Nobody else. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. I know people don't like that term because they say, well, it's more than just pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. No, it's not. Work hard. You'll get it. Period. That's why I love America. Jericho Green, this was the first one. Let me know what you think. If you like it, thank you. If you don't, fuck you. I'm out.